Now more than 200 people killed in Israeli airstrikes, making today the deadliest in Lebanon since the war against Israel began. The Israeli military hitting hundreds of Hezbollah targets in an effort to thwart attacks against Israel, with reports that more than 1,000 people are also hurt.
This morning, the IDF launched extensive proactive airstrikes based on precise intelligence aimed at degrading the capabilities and infrastructure of the Hezbollah terrorist organization in Lebanon. So far this morning, more than 300 terrorist targets across Lebanon have been struck.
And NewsNation Joe Khalil is following these developments, joins us live from Washington. And Joe, those are updated numbers. More deaths reported, more injuries reported, and there's real concern this has escalated.
Yeah, there is concern, Nichole, and the situation is fluid. So we'll remind everyone at home, numbers are going to be changing and news is going to be coming in as we go today. And I want to start there with the latest that we have gotten from the Pentagon just in the last 30 minutes or so. We can confirm now a small number of U.S. troops have been deployed to the Middle East for what the Pentagon is calling an operational security purpose, a supporting role to Israel. That is very big news. A small number of U.S. troops being deployed there. We can also confirm while the U.S. already has an aircraft carrier in the region, at this point, they're not going to send another carrier group, just sticking with the one. That could change, but for now, that's the situation from the Pentagon. The U.S., the Biden administration, they've been worried for weeks now. We've heard it from lawmakers about this conflict growing into a wider war. And when you look at where it is now, I'm not sure that you can call it anything other than a war at this point between Israel and Hezbollah. And in fact, one person who is referring to this situation as a war now is Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel, who just, again, in the last 15 minutes, put out this statement in English directed at the people of Lebanon. Take a listen. This is what he said.
I have a message for the people of Lebanon. Israel's war is not with you. It's with Hezbollah. For too long, Hezbollah has been using you as human shields. It placed rockets in your living rooms and missiles in your garage.
Now, the latest numbers we have from the IDF are they say they have hit 800 targets in Lebanon in the last 24 hours. They say that these are targeted against specific Hezbollah locations where they keep weapons and where they are firing strikes from. We've also gotten information from the Lebanese Health Ministry. They say 270 people have been killed. They say more than 1,000 others have been injured, making this the deadliest day in Lebanon since 2006, when Israel and Hezbollah carried out a war, and there was a ground invasion at that time in Lebanon. I talked to Senator Joni Ernst here this morning about whether this makes it a much more complicated process toward actually getting peace in Gaza, now that you've got Hezbollah and Israel firing back and forth. This is what she told us on that situation.
It's very complicated, but we know who's behind it. It's Iran. They are backing Hamas. They back Hezbollah. We need to stand with Israel. We see the targeting of innocent civilians by Hezbollah and contrast that with the IDF that is warning innocent civilians in southern Lebanon to move away from the hiding places of Hezbollah.
So very tenuous situation in Lebanon right now. We're hearing from Hezbollah, and we always take what they say with a grain of salt, Nichole. Obviously, they are being a terrorist organization. They say they have fired some 150 rockets into Israel. It's not clear that there are any deaths or injuries from those rockets. Israel had been reporting that at least one might have struck, but that there were no deaths or injuries, just property damage as a result of that. But again, obviously, we're going to continue to follow this as it is developing through the evening in the Middle East.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.